freestyle, and he certainly comes into this one as the prohibitive favorite. The men are on deck for the start of the men's 400-meter freestyle, the first final here at the World Aquatic Championships in the swimming pool. And in lane one is a veteran of the sport, Massi Rossellino of Italy.
Well, he had 3 medals at the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney. He was a little off the medal podium last year in Athens, but he's still a threat for the medal podium any event he races. He's 27-year-old out of Naples. Here's the American hope in this one. Since Michael Phelps did not advance to the final, he's the only American in here, Peter Vanderkay. He won a gold on the relay for the States last year, the 4x200 freestyle. Matsuda, the 21-year-old Japanese swimmer, very famous for his work ethic. If you can believe this, 30 kilometers a day this guy logs in workouts. So he's not going to die in this race. Next to him in lane number 4, there you can see him, Grant Hackett. Does look awfully relaxed. I mean, he did start as a surfer, so he's got that laid-back attitude, but there's nothing laid back about this guy. He's the captain of the Australian team, the solo captain. The first time they've only had just one captain, 25 years of age, from Brisbane, outside Brisbane, on the Gold Coast. Dragas Coman from Romania, the 24-year-old, 5'11", from Bucharest, won bronze in this event 2 years ago at the World Championships. Little off form last year at the Olympic Games. Now it looks like he's regained that form to get to the podium. Krylikov, the Russian, 21 years of age, 6'2". He favors the longer distance, the 1,500 meters. So again, watch for him to have a good back half of this race. In lane number 7, Malouli, the Tunisian, who spends most of his time actually outside Los Angeles training in California, and he has really had an improvement curve the last 2 years. So this is his first final in the 400-meter freestyle. He's known more for the individual medley. And the French program has really come alive in the last 12 months, and here's another reason why. Russ Touchet, the 24-year-old, will have lane number 8, 12th in the Olympic Games in 2000 and 2004. Now he's into his first big international games final. He has lane 8, but that's the man everybody's come to see, Grant Hackett. He said in the preliminaries this morning he spent the first 100 meters thinking about what had happened to Michael Phelps. Next to him, Dragas Coman, the Romanian.
The men are on the blocks for the final of the 400-meter freestyle. 8 lengths of the pool. Grant Hackett in lane 4. Coman of Romania in 5.
Well, this is certainly Grant Hackett's race to lose. It would have been a tremendous race had Michael Phelps been in this race. But again, Michael Phelps tried to get into this race. The race is not used to swimming, made a couple of tactical mistakes in the preliminaries and did not advance. Hackett, Steve, as you had mentioned before, is about 3 seconds better than everybody else in this field over the last couple of years. So really it should be Hackett against the clock, the man in lane 4 in the middle of the pool.
Second in the 400 meters in Athens. Second at the 400 in 03 behind Thorpe, and he did the same in 01, again behind Ian Thorpe. And it is Hackett leading the field right now. Dragas Coman swimming in lane 5 in second position. Peter Vanderkay of the United States has himself well positioned.
And Hackett has labored in Thorpe's shadow his entire life, and it's something he said by 99. He said, I'm finally just about used to it by the time the Olympics rolled around in 2000. I'll do my thing in the longer distances, and then I'll come down eventually into the 400. Well, now he's down into the 400-meter race, but there's no Thorpe. Thorpe has chosen to take this year off and build himself up for the Commonwealth Games next March, which are going to be hosted in Australia.
And Byron, it doesn't look as if Grant Hackett is taking any chances. He has opened up about a 3/4 body length lead right now as he goes to the wall and touches and leads. You can see his margin over Coman and Malouli.
Well, this man is poised to become the largest medal winner in World Championship Games history. He's got 12 already spanning a few World Championships, 7 of them gold. And if he can win this race, he's almost a lock to win the 800-meter and the 1,500-meter later in the week. Maybe a relay medal. He could approach that record of 15 set by American Jenny Thompson.
They call him Hackey. They call him the Machine. Whatever you want to call him. He's also a great, great swimmer. And he's looking oh so smooth with less than 200 meters to go in this men's 400-meter freestyle final.
Well, I'll just call him fast, Steve, all right, because he's very fast. Nobody's going to approach him. He's actually right on world record pace, but when Ian Thorpe broke that world record or set that world record, his last 100 meters was an amazing, blistering time that I'm not sure Hackett can get to, but he could be establishing the second best time ever done in the world, although it looks so easy. He's so far out in front.
And I think if Hackett were going to set that world record, which is 3:40.08, he would have to be pushed, and nobody is pushing the Aussie right now.
No, I don't think so. I think the more important thing is who's going to get to the podium with him. Who's going to accompany him to the podium. We got a great race for the silver and the bronze medals.
It's a good race shaping up between Coman and Malouli of Tunisia, but nobody is getting to Grant Hackett. He touches the wall. He's now got less than 100 meters to go in this men's 400 free final.
Well, he does a lot of things fast, Steve. He also has a real fast car at home. He says, I have to be very careful because my dad's a policeman and I get in a lot of trouble when I get speeding tickets when I get home at night.
Grant Hackett looking smooth, looking polished, looking like he's ready to compete at these world championships, unlike Michael Phelps of the United States. Hackett off the wall, less than 50 meters to go now in the men's 400 free. It is Prilikov who has made a move on Coman to slide into second.
And that's going to be the battle for the silver and the bronze. Behind Hackett is definitely Prilikov in the middle of those three. Those are the three battling for the two medal positions, but the Russian certainly looks like he has it. Hackett a little over world record pace, should win the first gold medal of these championships.
Just over 10 meters to go now for Grant Hackett, the great Aussie, and he touches the wall for the gold medal and the world title in the 400 free. Second place to Prilikov, and Malouli picks up the bronze. But nobody was touching Grant Hackett in this one. Finally, the world champion, the gold medalist in the men's 400 free.
Well, he's waited so long, and he's labored in the shadow of the great Ian Thorpe. That's been the problem. But without Thorpe here, he thought he was going to have to work real hard to beat Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps, as we said, made an error in the preliminaries, did not qualify, so it was all Grant Hackett, kind of relieved to get in here probably. It took the pressure off, and sometimes swimmers don't respond well to that, Steve. He did everything proper, good technique, didn't back down. Look at Prilikov coming from way off the scene to come in here for the silver medal right behind Hackett.
Call it a swim in the park for Grant Hackett, the Jean Drapeau Park here in Montreal on the island of Ile Saint-Hélène. It will be a memorable night, a memorable swim for Grant Hackett, the Aussie. He wins the 400 free with a time of 4:42.91. Prilikov of Russia is second, picking up the silver, and Oussama Malouli of Tunisia goes home with the bronze. Grant Hackett did not disappoint Australia tonight, winning gold in the 400 free.